Exciting developments in the Alisa Maier case. The 4-year-old little girl who is now home following that horrifying abduction ordeal, and her suspected kidnapper, he is dead. Killed himself. Just hours ago, Alisa arrived to a round of applause from family and friends gathered at her home in Missouri. Alisa's hair was dramatically different. You can see it right there. It was chopped off at some point during her day in captivity.
She identified the guy last night when she seen him on TV. So that's the man who cut my hair.
The suspect, 38-year-old Paul Smith, died last night. He shot himself when cops stormed his home as he was painting over his car. That's the vehicle right there that was used to snatch this child, it's believed. Cops went back to that same property within the past hour searching for something we don't know what. You know, Smith. Okay, the suspect who killed himself, he was a registered sex offender. You're looking at him right there. He had sodomized a 10-year-old boy in 1995. Are cops looking for more evidence of abuse, perhaps other victims? Brenda Wade, psychologist. Let's talk about the psychological impact this abduction will have on this precious child. You saw her there a second ago. She seems fine, but is that the whole story?
No, it's not the whole story, Jane, and we know that what happens when there's any kind of childhood trauma, a child's brain is not complete. So what happens is whatever goes on outside goes right in. There's no filter. That child internalizes it at a deep level. She is definitely going to have feelings of not being safe around people. There's going to probably be a post-traumatic stress syndrome. She is going to need therapy. She needs it now. The main thing people need to remember about children is they're not miniature adults. Their brains are different, and she needs stability. She needs a routine. She needs to be made to feel safe. She needs therapy right away.
It's so nice, though, to see her smiling like that.
Isn't it great?
It's just heartwarming. We cover so many horrific
stories. I'm glad
stories.
we get to cover a story about a child being recovered, Jane.
Yeah, it makes us all very, very happy. Why was little Alisa's hair chopped off? Clearly, it would be to disguise her.
Yeah, he was trying to disguise her, trying to disguise the car. This is a guy with a history, and if we want to understand why somebody is the way they are, what they're doing, look at the history. Here's a sex offender, and this is the problem with sex offenders, Jane. We know this is a crime that will be repeated over and over. Let
me ask you this question. I want to jump in and ask you a specific question. Okay? He attacked a 10-year-old little boy in 1995. Now, he apparently went after a girl. Some people, that doesn't compute. But is that something predators do? The gender doesn't matter?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter. For many predators, the gender does not matter. Some predators, God forbid, have a preference. But we know that often it doesn't matter. It's just availability of a child. And I'm willing to bet that between 1995 and 2010, there are other victims. The problem with sex offending is that it is an addictive illness. That predator is a person with a terrible illness, and no child who gets near a predator is safe.
Well, once again, we can only hope this child emerged completely unscathed. She has no visible signs of injury, and she is smiling, and that makes us all very,
all the injuries invisible in a case like this.
Yeah. Brenda, don't go away. Outrage in the J.C.
I just want to put in, I mean, the psychologist, I don't know if she realized that he was in jail for 15 years. So, if anything, you have to go from that point on. Was there anything from the time he got out of jail to when he abducted Alisa? But anyway, he's gone.